Okay, so we're going to start standing, and we're just going to start nice and simple. Just high knees marching, squeezing those knees up high, using the core to bring them up. Keep them under full control the whole time. Okay, let's go for 6 more total. Drive them up. Okay, and then again, nice slow heel flicks then. Just squeezing them up towards your bum. Let's get a bit of warmth through the quads. Okay, another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, and on the spot there as well, we're just going to go into pedaling those calves up and down. Okay, right, getting those hips warm now. So we're going to open the gate. So we're going to bring that knee up, bring it out, and back in again. We're going to go for 5 of those on this side. So keep that knee high and bring it round. You might get a click in your hip as it comes round. Once you've done your 5, change legs. We're going to open the gate on the other side. If you lose your balance, just reset yourself and start again. Once you've done your 5 on both sides, we're going to close the gate. So we're going to start out and come in. Start out and come in for another 5 on each side. Then same on the other side. Okay, once that's done, we're going to come down to hands and knees. And we're going to do a very similar movement, but on hands and knees. So our knee is going to come out to the side, foot high back, and then squeeze in towards the chest. So one more time, out to the side, foot high, kicking upwards, and then bring that knee into the chest. Okay, 5 on each side. Keep that core tight. When you've done your 5 on that first side, switch out to the other side. Okay. Once they're done, we're going to stay down there at hands and knees, and we're going to go into 12 cat-cows. So pushing that spine up towards the ceiling, looking towards the knees, driving the belly button down towards the floor, looking forward. We're going to go for 12 of these, so quite a few, but this is something we want to be doing fairly regularly. So let's get some good numbers in the bag. Okay, good. When we've done those, stay down at hands and knees, but no rush to get them finished. Okay, and then from there, we've got our 4-point twist. So fingertips on forehead, and we're going to go for 8. With a nice pause at the top. Changing size when you've done your 8. Really push that elbow to try and get the biggest range out of it. When you're done, grab a drink. We're going to go back through that circuit another time in a minute. Okay, so grab a drink. We're going to get ready to start those opening the gates again. We're going to go for another 5 on each side. So we're going to be doing 5 opens right, 5 opens left, 5 close right, 5 close left, okay? So we should be able to get a bit more range out of those hips this time, so they're a bit warmer. So let's drive that knee up and out, back in for 5. Try and keep it high as it comes round. Don't let it drop until the end. Okay. 5 opens on the other side. Once we've done those opens, we're going to the close, starting out and coming in. Nice big circles with those hip joints. And the same again on the other side. Okay, good. Once they're done, we're back down to hands and knees. We've got to do those hands and knees variations now. I know they're a bit harder. So we're going to do another 5 on each side. So the knee comes out to 90 degrees, tracks back, foot goes high, and squeeze that knee into the chest and out again for 5. Okay, it's quite hard on that, isn't it? Okay, then to the other leg whenever you're ready, out to the side, chuck that knee back, foot high, and then squeeze that knee into the chest. Okay, great. From there we're going to move back onto the cat-cows. We're going to do 10 this time. So right back into here. Now let's really push them this time. Drive that spine up towards the ceiling, look down towards the knees, breathe out. Drive that belly button down towards the floor, look forwards. Okay, so 10 of those. No rush to get through them. Really use your core to drive the spine up on the ups and down on the downs. Okay, a couple more of those. And we're going to go into the 4-point twists. 8 on each side again. So we're back down here. Another nice 8 with a little deliberate pause at the top position to make the most of that open up, open back, open shoulder. Okay. Switching to the other side when you've done your 8. Okay, and when they're done, grab a drink, we'll have a little rest, and I'll run you through what we're going to go on to next. Okay, so we're going to go into a little bit of injury prevention for running. It's useful for all of us. So I know we've done this a few times before. We're going to start off just with some ankle circles to get everything warm there. And then we're going to move into the inverted walks. So we're out on the outsides of the feet, so toes and outside of heels are touching the floor. We're going to do those backwards and forwards. Then we're going to go into some calf raises, so just on the spot, nice driving up off the heels. And then we're going to go into some penguin march then, which we've done before. So we're up onto the balls of our feet, marching on the spot, but we're also pulling the toes up towards the ceiling as we march, alright? So we're just going to start on one leg, just doing some ankle circles, a few anti-clockwise or clockwise, whichever way you go now. Do a couple more, then we're going to switch direction, just get them nice and warm, okay? And other foot, whoop. Doing those ankle circles again. Again, changing direction. Okay, good. And we're just going to go into, like we did in the warm-up, we're just going to pedal those feet again, just to get a bit more warmth through the calves. Okay, good. Right, let's go into those inverted walks then. So we're out on the outsides of our feet, and we're walking nice little steps forwards, putting some stress through the ankles, the feet muscles, building them up, alright? We're going to do two lengths, forwards and back, 2 times there and back. Okay, good. Nice, and then when we're back then, we're going to go for 20 calf raises on the spot, alright? So in your own time, we're just raising up onto the balls of our feet, strengthening those calves. Okay, let's get all the way up to 20. About 5 left. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Shake those out. Then we're going to go into the penguin march then for 12 reps total, so it's going to be 6 on each foot. Back up onto the balls of our feet, stepping on the spot but pulling those toes up towards the ceiling. Okay, there we go. Feel that in your calves, blimey. Alright, back up onto one leg, ankle circles. So not only are we working this ankle here and getting a bit of movement through there, we're also working the little muscles in the foot on the balancing foot. Let's go in the other direction now. God, all those calf things stacked up get you, don't they? Changing feet, circles back into this one. And in the other direction. Okay. Back into just pedaling. Alright. Okay, then we're going to go for the inverted walks. We're going to build this time and we're going to do 3 sets of there and back. Wherever there is for you, not too far. From about where you're standing to about your camera. Okay, so that's 1 done. We've got 2 more to do. Out on the outsides of the feet. If we're wearing trainers, we'd wear the outsides out much quicker. Okay, and probably about 1 more left. Okay, back into those 20 calf raises. Ooh, gonna feel them. 20 calf raises then. burn any muscle to train. Okay, and then up into those penguin marches, 12 again, they're going to go quite fast. Up onto the balls of the feet, and just march in there. Okay, excellent. Right, don't think our calves would probably take another round of that. So grab a drink, oh no, we don't need your weight yet. Grab a drink and we'll run through. We're going to do some shoulder work and upper body work now. Okay, so the 3 movements we've got. First one is going to be half kneel here, hands forward, and we're going to come round. So we're going to do some of those. Then we've got spinal roll. So we need to be. So this movement then we did this a long time ago. So this will start up in like a downward dog position. From there, we're just going to drop our head and check I'm in the right place here. There. So we're going to drop our head and chest through. Up into a nice lower back stretch there, and then back up into that downward dog, okay? If you're finding it hard to get yourself through with your arms, then drop your knees to the floor and do it from knees, okay? So the idea being is we're getting a lovely bit of movement through the upper back. We're also getting a nice bit of stretch through the hamstrings when we're up here, and we're getting some lower back stretch when we're down here. I'll run through it with you when we come back round to it. And the last one's going to be the ITYWs. So we're lying down here on the floor. We're going to have our hands above our heads here. Forehead down on the floor if you want. And then from there, we're going to move from the I position to the Y, to the T, and into the W here, okay? But I'll talk you through it as we go. It sounds like a lot of information. Let's start with the simple one. So, half kneeling. We're going to go for 8 on each side. Nice and steady. The hand on the side of the front leg stays forward and the other one comes out into a nice circle until we point, hopefully opening the angle to 180 degrees. We should feel a nice open stretch in here as well as we get into that open position. Shoulders are going to feel all of this, you know. It's quite an intense session this morning. We're going for 8 of these. Really open those shoulders out when the angle's open. Enjoy that stretch. When you've done your 8, change legs and then come back around. Lovely. Okay, when you're done, give those shoulders a shake out, give them a quick break. I'll run you through that spinal roll one more time. Okay, so the way it's going to work is we're going to start, the easiest place to start from is that downward dog, so up here in a nice triangle, and then we're either we're going to lead with the head dips down, coming through up into this lower back stretch. Again, if that's tricky, we can do the knee version where we're up here, drop our knees down, and then work our way through there into there. Okay, we're going to do 5 of these in total now, working through at your own pace, alright? So up into the downward dog, lead with the head, dip yourself through. I think it might be called a vinyasa in yoga, if that's a language that you speak. I don't. And then back up again then, okay? Okay, good. Okay, great. Now we're going to come back into those ITYWs. We're going to do 5 in total all the way through. So you can put your forehead down on the floor, might make it a bit more comfortable. We've got our arms above our head, slightly raised off the floor, just enough to take them off the floor. And then we're going to be going I, out to Y, out to T, and in to W like a press up, back out to T, up to Y and I, and cycle through that movement for 5 reps total. Okay. And come back to kneeling. And from there, we'll just give those shoulders a nice roll. Give them a break. Don't know about you, but I'm definitely feeling that in the shoulders. Okay. A little swing of the arms as well. And we're going to go back into those half kneeling rotations. I think we'll do 6 this time because 8 was quite a lot. Okay, so first foot forward again. We're going to go into 6 of those. Really get open this time. Really drive those arms apart and open. Okay. When you've done those 6, okay. When they're done, we're going to go back into the spinal roll for 5 reps in your own time. So up into that nice high downward dog position. Should feel tension in the hamstrings there. Through. Okay. And when you've done those, we're back into our IYTWs, of which we're going to do three rounds through. Okay, so a bit less than last time. So up I, out to Y, out to T, into W, squeeze shoulder blades, back out to T, up to Y and I, that's 1, and then just take yourself through 2 more. Squeeze the shoulder blades together on W. Okay. Okay, so you need your weight for this one. Finally. Okay, so if you've got a kettlebell, then we're going to hold it upside down, if you can see there with the black on black. If you've got a dumbbell, we're going to hold it so it's pointing upwards. And we're going to do some halos. So the movement, we start here, and that's it, you've got it right around the back of the head, okay? If you want to add a little bit of extra hip mobility into that, then we can do it in a half kneeling position. So we're going to do 6 in one direction, nice and low around the back of the head, really make those shoulders work. When you've done your 6 in that position, we're going to go the other way. Okay. When they're done, we're going to come up to standing. We're going to work a little bit more on that running resilience. So we're going to do some pass arounds. So we're going to be on one foot, and whatever weight you've got, we're going to pass it around the waist for 10 in each direction. In the other direction. You guessed it, and then we're going to change legs and do 10 in each direction again. Keep that balance. If you've got to touch the other foot down just to steady yourself, and crack on. Okay, once you've done your 10 in that direction, change directions on that second leg. Okay, good. And then once that's done, we're going to come into a loaded hamstring stretch. So we're going to hold on to our weight, and we're just going to let it fold us over and pull us down into a nice hamstring stretch there, okay? So when you're ready, we're going to hold that stretch on. If you find that your kettlebell or whatever is too tall and it means you can't stretch far enough, then hold it side on so it takes you down a bit further. Don't worry about your lumbar spine at the bottom there being all curved over. We're only using a very light weight. Okay, we're going to be here for another 15 seconds. Let that weight pull you down. If it's not enough, then you could do this standing on the edge of a step or something next time. Alright. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and resting. Okay, weight go to the side. Take a quick breather, and we're going to go back into those halos. Okay, so back into those halos. We're going to do, this time, we're going to do 6 in each direction. Nice big range for the shoulders. Good. Once you've done your 6, back in the other direction. Okay. We're going to go up for those pass arounds again. Again, we're going to do 10 on each side. If you're finding it too easy, then send the kettlebell out further, or the weight out further, so it's not as close to your body, so it's swinging around more. That'll make it harder. Ooh. Send it off on weird angles. If you want to make it really hard, close your eyes, but good luck with that. Okay, when you've done your 10 in that direction, change. I could just imagine some kettlebell going through someone's TV though, in that case, so maybe not. Okay, and when you've done your 10 in both directions, then let's change legs. Do 10 in each direction again there. And then the other direction when you've done your 10. Alright, lovely. Okay. And then finally, when you're ready, we're going to come down for that hamstring stretch, no rush. Just start when you can.
try and relax into it. Let's stay here for another 30 seconds. Okay, 15 left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, gently back up to standing. Put that weight to the side. We're going to come down to seated now. We're just going to pull those knees in. Okay, good. And then finally, continuing with the theme that we've done every week now for ages, we're going to do our 20, 90, 90s. We're not going to do the 2-minute pause at the end. We're just going to get our 20, 90, 90s done and then we'll be finished, okay? So that's sitting there with wide hips, knocking both knees over to one side, dipping over for 1, and we're going to do 20 of those 90, 90s. We've got to keep it up. That's how we'll see our improvement in that glute mobility, hip mobility. So let's get our 20 done and we'll be done. We would have done our mobility and stretch for the day. Okay, almost there. Keep pushing. Glutes will probably feel quite tight because we haven't done much work on them today up until this point, so don't worry too much if they are feeling tight. Okay, and there we are, 20 of the 90, 90s done and dusted, keeping up the good work. Nice stuff.